What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking back in on the Wind and the Wilting Blossom. I've actually been playing this game a bit in my free time, and I've been enjoying it. I like it. I think the game is really, really cool. We covered it about 7 or 8 months ago with its first early access when it went live. It's been about a half a year. They've been quietly updating and adding new features and new characters and stuff like that. So we're going to dive on in, spend a little bit more time with it, and see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list. If after watching this, that is something that you wanted to do, you can check out the links down below, and I'll have it down there for you next to my Discord, my Twitch stream, and all that fun stuff. If you've never heard of the Wind and the Wilting Blossom before, it's a samurai roguelite set in kind of I guess, occult Japan. And so anyways, you're in medieval Japan. There's sogenbis and undeads and all kinds of yokai and oni running around, and you are on basically like a doomed quest as a ronin to get across the country and basically like deliver a message. And you're trying to make it as far as you can. Every single time you go, you're going to die, but you're going to unlock new things by doing certain achievements, gathering certain amounts of money, leveling people up to certain levels. So there is a progressive aspect to it as well. When you die, you do start over from scratch, but you'll start over with new tools and new recruits and new heroes and stuff like that you can fiddle with. So let's dive on in. All right, so as of right now, I haven't really unlocked a whole lot of the people. I've unlocked a bunch of followers, but I haven't unlocked any more of the heroes. 500 XP scrolls, so as you can see, as you do this stuff, it'll all start coming up. You get one guy from winning, you get another guy by firing bows and arrows a lot of the time. You can defeat the Karura, which apparently I have not done. So anyways, we're going to start out with Oyataro Mitsukuni. Apparently he was dispatched by Emperor Suzaku to put down the remnants of Taira no Masakado's failed rebellion. He's depicted alongside a companion in the famous ukiyo-e print, Utagawa Kuniyoshi, Takayasha the Witch, and the Skeleton Spectre. So there you go. We've got 2 soldiers with us. They're going to act as our bodyguards as we move along. Let's dive on in. We are armed only with a katana for right now, but actually the katana hits pretty good, so I'm all right with it. We'll find new weapons and stuff along the way that we can use to dispatch our foes. Let's have a look at the world that we're going to be moving through. All right. The world is ravaged by monsters. Takayasha the Witch, daughter of the traitor Taira no Masakado, has used dark sorcery to rekindle her father's failed rebellion. During the first uprising, Oyataro Mitsukuni, champion emperor of Suzaku, defeated the Gasha Dokuro, a giant skeleton summoned by the witch. Having failed the emperor, Mitsukuni fled in cowardice as Takayasha raised an army of yokai and began her war. While hiding on the island of Yakushima, south of Kyushu, Mitsukuni learns of a rumor. The severed head of Masakado the traitor on display in Heiankyo speaks. Who would know better how to defeat Takayasha than her own father? With the chance of redemption, Mitsukuni must make his way through Kyushu and beyond to the imperial city in Kansai. I'm sorry if I butcher any of the pronunciations. I don't know if you know this about me, but I don't speak Japanese. So unfortunately, I'm probably going to trip over some of these words, but I do like the fact that the game includes them and really kind of draws you into the action. Here we have the map. So here we have the map. There's going to be kind of this creeping, nasty fog that kind of takes off across the land. In general, wandering through it is kind of like a bad idea. Nagasaki's having kind of a rough day right now. It's being like overflowed with, yokai and oni and the undead and, bad people, sogenbis and whatnot. So anyways, we've got to make it to either of these 2 exits. I figure we go to Shibushi first. Sounds like a pretty decent idea to me. That takes us away from the fog and towards one of our goals. So I think that's what we'll do. The party turns a corner on a wooded path and comes face to face with a group of Takayasha's yokai. We rush into battle. So here we go. We got 2 archers. On our turn, we play with our entire force, and then they play with their entire force, and then back and forth. So there's no initiative or anything else like that. It's just I play, then you play. I'm going to move up, and we're going to smack this dude right here. He's still got an attack left, but I think what I'll do is we'll just one-shot that guy right there. The iconography that you need to be aware of in order to enjoy the game. All of our characters have HP and they have armor. So the armor is restored at the end of the fight, and so it refills every single time. Any wound that you take is going to stay on you permanently until you find a doctor or a special character who can actually heal you. Once you get further on into the game, there will be kind of Shinto priests and stuff that are high level that have magical abilities that will cure you and like help you out. But for the early game, you really want to be careful about the damage that you choose to take. As of right now, there's 5 Wado laying on the ground. This stuff over here is all the resources that are available to our party. We have Wado, we have food, we have scrolls, which are used to level up. The food is used to move on the map. And then we also have Ki. There's going to be special items and special abilities in the game that can only be used by Ki. Some weapons can only be swung if you have Ki, so on and so forth, but they tend to be pretty powerful. And then we have ammunition. Ranged characters can only fire their weapons so long as you have ammunition, and so something to keep in mind there. Actually, I sort of cheated him out of a turn, didn't I? We'll move this guy up this way, and then we will end our turn right there. He's going to fire an arrow, which has struck me right in my solar plexus. I am deeply offended. We'll move up, get the 5 Watto, and then we'll smack this dude in his domer. He is now down, and he has been converted into coins, Mario Brothers style. All right, so we got 10 bucks coming in on the end of the combat. It's important to note you do not get the resources and the items and the things that are laying on the ground unless you actively go and collect them. They just are lost at the end of the fight if you don't pick them up. That's part of the strategy of the game, is figuring out the risk-reward mechanic of whether or not you want to push out and grab that thing that's laying over there and leave like your front line kind of emaciated, or if you just want to dedicate to the fight, finish it off and grab what you can with your final turn, because when the enemies die, you still have your movement available for one more turn. So it's really kind of a choice for you whether or not you wanted to grab it. We've eliminated all the enemies. We've been blessed with a victory. We've got 10 Watto. Didn't really gain a whole lot from this fight. Looks like we got a little bit of food, and then we got 1 scroll that we can use to level up. If we go to our party menu right here, you'll see that it takes us 8 scrolls to level up Mitsukuni, and then over here with these 2 guys, it's going to take us 3 to level them up. They're going to get an extra HP and an extra armor from hitting level 2. I very much like the way that it tells you what you're going to get for each level up so that you can make an educated decision and decide whether or not you wanted to push through and do that. Let's go ahead and we'll close this on down, and we'll continue to the north through this little pass right here. Smoke emerges from the roof of a nearby shelter. As the party enters, they discover it's a local watering hole. They find a capable warrior. Unfortunately, we cannot afford him, so we've got to continue onwards. There is a shop over here. I doubt very much that we're going to be able to afford anything, but I'll probably hate myself if I don't look, so we're going to go ahead and look. Looking to trade, the party heads on into the central market. It looks like we have a Tonto available. It's basically a weaker version of what we already have. They also have scrolls available if we wanted to level up. They have food available if we wanted to buy that and front load. We have a merchant over here, so apparently he's got an ability that allows him to collect all the Watto in a circle around him. It looks like he starts off with 1 HP and 1 armor and very low movement. We also have a Shinto priest over here. He does 1 damage. He's got cure, which gets rid of like negative party effects that might be on you. However, he's very, very expensive, and we can't afford any of these guys. So really, this was kind of a mistake. We probably should have taken an encounter instead. We'll go ahead and step on and out, and we'll continue to the east. Let's see. Traveling along a winding trail, the party happens across a small party of refugees passing in the other direction. Crying out in alarm at the sight of armed men, they scatter into the nearby trees, dropping their belongings on the ground in a haste to escape. We tell them that we mean no harm. The refugees either do not hear you or do not listen, and your eyes fall on the packs on the ground. Well, if they left, we'll go ahead and pick them up, I guess. We got 4 food right there. It's doubtful the travelers will return. The party rummages among the packs and finds them full of fresh water and various foodstuffs. Very nice. The party stops for a brief rest. Just as relaxation takes hold, the howls of yokai fill the air. Wearily, the party readies for another battle. Alright, so we've got like a zombie, and we got a couple dudes over here that are smoking the old peace pipe. Those guys can move out to like right there, so I'm going to move to right there for right now. We'll kind of flank around a little bit and see where we can get to, and then we'll end our turn. He's going to push out that way. We have 6 turns to resolve this fight, so I'm going to step forward and dispatch this Dorotabo real fast. He's gone, leaving only Watto on the ground. These 2 guys are healers, so it may take us a little bit of whittling to get them down. They're probably going to stall on us pretty hard. There's the end of our turn. Yeah, he's going to heal him back up to full health, so I think we're going to have to, like, target. So we'll go right there. We'll go right there. You step down here and pick up the Watto. And then you come over to here and set up for the next turn, and then we'll end it right there. This guy didn't do anything with his turn, largely because he doesn't have anything to do with his turn aside from heal. And so we'll take him on out. We'll grab that money right there. And yeah, dude, nice little financial battle for us. We got a little bit more XP. We got some more food. We got some more money. All things that I'm happy for, because food seems to run dry in the mid-game if you play too aggressively. I'm going to move up to here. A lone survivor stumbles down the road towards the party, weapon slick with blood. There's too many. Exhausted, he slumps forward into your arms, weeping. Yeah, we'll offer to escort him to the safety of the next village. Reaching the nearby village, the survivor thanks the party and offers you his weapon. He has seen enough bloodshed to last a lifetime and desires no more of it. Oh, he gave us a Yari. That's pretty cool. I like Yaris. I'm a big spear guy in video games. I love spears. Skirting a burning field, you are charged by yokai. Yet again, Japan is just inundated with yokai right now. It is a mess. We're going to go ahead and move this flank really, really hard. We've got 7 turns to dispatch these guys. Hopefully I can make it happen. I'm going to attack him. There we go. We'll move over to here and smack him. He's now down. The enemy has lost one of their healers. He's going to be able to move up to right there, but I'm not really that worried about it. Oh, he came back. The cat came back. All right, well, we'll start smacking you then. If I can get somebody in over here to finish him off, that would be great. And then you come over here and deal a little bit of damage. I don't know if he's capable of self-healing or not. I guess we'll find out. It looks like he is not capable of self-healing, so that's actually a useful piece of intel that we were unaware of. 9 more Watto added to the pile, and a little bit more XP. I actually am glad that we're getting so many fights. Sometimes you don't get a lot of fights in the early game, and you don't get enough XP to really like level up with the challenges that are taking place. We have 3 scrolls right now. I suggest we just throw these at one of our followers. That'll give him an extra armor and extra HP, which makes him a little bit more useful. We'll move up to here. The party arrives at Dozaifu. It's a desolate place. People mill about aimlessly, and there are beggars in the streets. They have little to offer, but the goods are cheap. Okay, I can live with that. We don't need healing. Oh, wow. People's services are weak, or people's services are cheap, too. Can I sell the Yari? Yeah, let's sell the Yari, and we'll pick up another soldier. That sounds great, actually. And then we'll use the rest of our money, buying a couple of XP scrolls, and then maybe buy what food they have left. Our party's looking good. Let's get to the exit. As the party winds through Chugoku, they discover a group of refugees who plead with Oyataro Mitsukuni to provide them with letters of safe conduct to enter Heiankyo. Mitsukuni responds with confusion. What's this about letters? Since when does one need permission to enter the Imperial City? Despondent, they reply, don't you know with the war ravaging the countryside, no one can enter the city without an Imperial order? Mitsukuni's at a loss. Apologizing to the refugee, he muses aloud, if I recall correctly, there's a clerk nearby who once worked for Emperor Suzaku. Maybe he could assist you in our journey to Heiankyo. Alright, so we need to go over here for the storyline. Let's get moving. Exhausted, the party arrives at a small village. Settling in for the evening, the villagers tell them of a series of mysterious deaths plaguing the humble hamlet. One story tells of a man who felt a tapping on his chest and claims to have seen a monkey with a long pointed mouth leaning over him. As the man sat up, the creature ran off into the forest. This fellow now claims he feels healthier than ever. Alright, we'll set a watch for the night. The party spends the night taking turns on watch. The night is uneventful, but sleep is hard to come by. At least we didn't get attacked by spirit monkeys, dude. Along a beaten road, the party encounters a large caravan of refugees traveling in the same direction. As Oyataro Mitsukuni makes his way to the front of the caravan, an emaciated older man reaches out, grabbing him by the sleeve. We're starving. Please help us. I'll help. We're a samurai. At the end of the day, it does mean to serve. The refugees thank the party with a significant amount of Watto. Yeah, I'll take that. We can go to Hiroshima, too. I think that's not a bad idea. The party treks along a road that winds its way among rolling hills and spots a small caravan approaching from the other direction. The caravan comes into earshot, and Mitsukuni hears its members debating the contents and value of the cargo that they acquired from abroad. I'll hail him. Mitsukuni flags down the caravan and inquires about the cargo. They excitedly regale the party with tales of their travels. The travelers show the party the latest fashion for Goroyo, scrolls outlining unique fighting techniques of the Wu dynasty in China, and some sutras of the Mahayana Buddhists. Yeah, let's ask about the scrolls. They'll give us a scroll for 5 Watto. That's a pretty good trade, so I'll take it. That means we can boost one of these guys up and make them a little bit stronger. I wish that they had a little bit more attack, but that comes on the next level, unfortunately, so I don't know if it's better to put all my scrolls on, like, one guy. Yeah, we can go to Hiroshima. Why not? The party arrives to find Hiroshima overrun with yokai. They slip through the ruined streets, cutting down the occasional creature, and desperate to find some place to hide, Mitsukuni looks across the bay. Lights dim and flickering. Itsukushima Shrine. Perhaps the only refuge this place has to offer. The party sneaks down to the pier, but on arrival, they find that they're not alone. A young man is helping his pregnant wife into a narrow boat loaded down with supplies. He draws a tanto and threatens you, his voice shaking. We're not going to hurt you. The young man lowers his weapon and fumbles with the dock ties, helping him. The party boards the narrow boat and slips across the bay. They come to an island shrine. A priest scurries over to meet the party, his lantern bobbing in the dark. In a hushed and urgent tone, he beckons them into the shrine, but stops short as his lantern light sweeps over the pregnant woman. No, she may not come in. The shrine has to remain pure. Pregnant women are strictly forbidden. The young man pleads with the priest, but he's steadfast in his refusal. You don't understand. If a child is born here, the shrine is no longer pure, and we would not be protected from the yokai swarming around us. I insist. You place a firm hand on the priest's shoulder and insist that the woman be granted refuge. Besides, if yokai do manage to make their way inside, I will deal with them. With a pained look, he yields and allows everyone inside. Among the small crowd of people gathered in the safety of the shrine, you spot a warrior sipping sake. The man smiles at Mitsukuni and nods in approval. Meanwhile, the rest of the party helped unload the boat and are getting the young man and his wife settled. Let's check on the warrior. The warrior greets you. We make polite conversation and swap war stories while sharing the jug of sake. When Mitsukuni tells him of the party's intent to find the Witch Queen, the warrior rises to his feet and bows with surprising formality. It would be an honor to join your quest, he declares. We welcome him to the party. Nice, Nariko Yonai. Hell yeah, dude. We got 4 warriors right now. This is a bang-up run right now. I've played this game quite a bit, and usually it takes you a while to fill out your retinue. Right now, we're in good shape for this point in the game. As you approach the former clerk's hometown, the party comes upon an assemblage of those fleeing townsfolk. Mitsukuni calls out to the crowd, demanding to know what's going on, but nobody stops to speak with him. Abruptly, he is nearly bowled over by a small man fleeing in a panic. As fortune would have it, this man is the Imperial Clerk. Grabbing the man by the shoulders and shaking sense into him, you demand to know the source of the commotion. He shouts, "Yokai are attacking the town. Soon there will be none of it." Casting politeness aside, you demand the clerk provide the party with Imperial orders to enter Hyankyo. Yes, if I had my seal, I could do that, but I left it at my desk, and anyone who enters the town now will be killed. All right, let's go get it. Weapons drawn, you enter. The yokai attack. Yeah, those are big, beefy yokais. I'm a little worried about this. How far can they move? All right, we'll kind of set up for them. We'll fight them at the pass right here. We're going to try to be tactical about this. All right, and we'll use... I got a bad feeling about this. Let's swing around this way. Smack this dude up. We should get him on the next turn. We can strip some armor here, but dude, I got a feeling he's going to smack the hell out of us. We'll start prepping him, and we'll disengage if we need to. We do have the speed advantage, so if we end up losing like all of our armor... Yep, finish him off. There we go. All right. You rotate in. You rotate out. You hit him. You grab the Watto because we're going to need it. He's already used his attack. So fall back so that you don't get smacked. There's a little bit more damage right there. I don't want anybody to lose HP on this if I can help it. And so realistically, we'll rotate you in, smack him. Rotate you in and smack him because both of you are safe targets. And then we'll take Mitsukuni and we'll move him around this way for the finishing blow. You smack right there. You come in, finish him off. Very nice. Okay. 16 Watto right there. I'll take it. Hopefully we get some decent XP from it as well. I mentioned this the last time I played it, but I love the music in this game, dude. With no time to waste, you lead the party through the chaotic streets to the clerk's residence. Upon arrival, they split up and locate the seal. You find it tucked in a first-floor cabinet. Eager to avoid combat, the party retraces its path out of the town. You briefly recount the seal's recovery. As promised, he rewards you with Imperial orders to enter the city. Nice. Okay. We can either go to Mizushima or we can go to Misasa. I think I'm going to go for Misasa. I'm going to try to stay on the map for as long as possible. A small band of soldiers emerge from the nearby forest. Startled, you reach for your weapon, but it seems they are retreating from a horde of yokai. Exhausted, they give you supplies in order to lighten their load. Golden food, I'll take it. It's 2 free steps. The party passes a group of refugees fleeing a village. As Tenshin Shibasawa reaches out to touch one of them on the shoulder, they turn into yokai. Let's enter the battle. What is that thing? Oh, she gives us a bleed. That's not good. Bleeds were rough, as I recall, the last time I played this game. How far can she move? Let's wait a turn. I'm going to let them come to me. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of heat on her. We need the Sogenbi to go. So we have a choice. I can either knock off the Sogenbi or the skeleton. They both deal 1 damage, so I think either way. This is probably not going to be ideal. Yeah, step in on there and help right there. We need to finish her off pretty shortly, too. Okay, so I've got a bleed on me now. It's not great. Luckily, she can't penetrate armor with that attack, so that actually leaves us in an okay situation. You move over here, recover the Watto. You move up. And if we can finish the fight here, I would really prefer to do so. I don't think we can, though. We're going to lose an HP. Yeah. That's the problem with bleeds, is that they go straight through the armor. You don't take any initial damage, but it forces you sort of into puzzle-solving mode, trying to figure out how you can kill everything off before the first bleed takes a tick. 18 right there. A few more scrolls. A little bit more food, a little bit more money. I don't like that we lost HP right there, but frankly, it's kind of unavoidable. I don't know if I want to take another one of these guys up to level 3 or level 2, or if I want to take one of these guys up to level 3. I feel like we could really use the extra damage. So I'm going to try to train, what's his name? Kojiro Shima. I'm going to try to train him up first, I think. We're going to focus fire a little bit. The party discovers a man on his back, deep wounds covering his body. There's no sign of whatever or whoever attacked him. You tend to him the best you can. It's clear his recovery will take several days. Yeah, let's take care of him. On the 4th morning, he wakes and moves about. He thanks you for saving his life. So we got some key energy right there. And then we also got a little bit of money. Not a lot, but something. I don't know what happens on the storm tiles. I usually avoid them, so we'll see what happens. You marvel at the majestic stag that's drinking near the edge of a small lake. The respite is brief. The water sprays in all directions as the animal is dragged underwater by something. That's not good. Oh, it won't let me do anything with my party right now. I think we can handle this. What is that? Is that like lightning strikes or something, maybe? I don't know. Let's take care of business here. If we can TCB a couple of these guys on the first turn, I'd like to do that. We'll move right up to kind of like the map boundary, I guess. And then we'll wait it out. A little bit of damage taken. I have no idea. Yeah, okay, so it's lightning. He's been wiped out by lightning. Moving through a fire tile seems like a really bad idea right now. He's got, what, 3 damage? All right, strike and move. There's no attacks of opportunity to be concerned about, so I may just leave that Watto. Yeah, we'll leave the Watto where it is. We lost 5 right there, which is a bummer, because that is like a grip of money. Like, 5 actually matters, but that's life. We got a few more scrolls and a little bit more food. Very nice. All right, so let's take this guy up. He's now level 3, so he hits for 2. That's really fantastic, and that's absolutely what we want. I was kind of working. We need more damage in this party. The enemy's HP is going to start scaling in nasty ways. And so we've got another shop over here. We can get an Onusa. What does an Onusa do? It absorbs a damage, and it's got 1 range. So maybe I place it on the ground or something, and that's how it works? I honestly don't know. We can heal 1 guy for 10. I feel like having a Shinto priest would be great, but we just can't afford it. All right, I'll take the healing. I will take all of these scrolls. And I will take all of the food we can carry. Very nice, dude. I'm so stoked about this run. This run is going so well. The party passes refugees fleeing a nearby village. As Hoshi Ida reaches out, they turn into yokai again. Lots of yokai in disguise around here. Let me tell you what. Lots and lots of yokai in disguise. We're going to pass the first turn and just let them close with us. See if they choke themselves up a little bit. He's got 2 damage. Go ahead and get rid of that Dorotabo right there. You go ahead and get rid of him. We'll go ahead and move, but we won't take the pass just yet. I'm going to need somebody to scoop up the money after this fight's done. A little damage right there. I have no idea what that little symbol means. Oh, it applies snare. Can I... Oh, it slows my movement down. I see what's happened. Okay. Somebody's going to take a hit right here, and there's no way around it. Oh, never mind. No, they're not. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have just taken the hit and wait until next turn. We could have got more money. Feels bad. I do like how the combat in this game is tactile and does require like some thought if you want to get everything out of every single fight. We're done here. Let's go to the next map piece. All right, so I'm going to cut to the right, I think. Navigating the tangled underbrush, you collide with yokai. You draw your weapons just in time. Oh, these guys are a little stronger. Yeah, that's why I was trying to get the, old... They can move that far. All right, let's wait for them. There we go. My hope was that they would choke themselves up right here and not have any way to access us, and that does appear to have been true. I would like you to move up here and dispatch him. Yeah, I think we're good for right now. We'll probably take a little scuffing, but I think we'll bounce back okay. Oh. Earthquakes, eh? Okay. I was not expecting earthquakes that are like shaving off my armor. Ah, we took an HP right there. It's so expensive to get healing in this game that I really hate taking damage. Is that on my level 3 as well? Oh, it's on one of the level 1s. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. I shouldn't have done that either, but we had to end it. We had to get it done as fast as possible. Hoshi Ida, unfortunately, his compassion got him wounded a bit, so lots of XP, though. Very nice. Okay, let's take a look over here and see what we can do. Yeah, let's get these guys up to level 2 as fast as possible so they get that extra armor and they get that extra HP. So I guess this symbolizes earthquakes. And since earthquakes are basically free damage for the enemy and they shear off your armor, we're in a bad situation right now. The party enters a farming village. You notice a commotion in the center of a small square. A young man is surrounded by villagers. Injured and exhausted, he beseeches the village for help. It seems like he's from a neighboring town that is under constant attack from a group of bandits. Villagers and injured man raise their heads to look at the armed party. Hope glints in the exhausted messenger's eyes. My lord, will you aid us? Yeah, sure, why not, dude? Oh no, that takes me in the opposite direction that I wanted to go. Not good. Barely audible at first, but growing louder with every step, you hear the screams of yokai. The party could turn back in hopes of finding a safer route, but the cost in rations will be high. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll charge on in and see if we can eliminate all the enemies here. I don't think we have much of an option. How far can she move? Okay, we'll move up and take this location right here. The earthquakes are really what I'm concerned about. If the earthquakes shave off all of my armor, I'm not going to be happy about it. Earthquake next round. Yeah. Go ahead and set her up to get thwomped if you can. I need a turn where I really like smack the hell out of her. There's no point attacking right there if you're wondering what I'm doing. If I attacked right there, they're just going to heal it off at the end of the turn anyways. Well, that messed up my entire strategy. Yeah, you guys just kind of Zerg mob up on her and just like pin her down. We'll finish this guy off next. Yeah, I'm going to push in. We're probably not going to be able to do anything about any of this for at least another turn. And that bleed is rapidly taking him out. Earthquake on the next round, of course. You deal 2 damage. All right, put 2 damage on him. Put 2 damage on him. The earthquake would have killed him, but oh, he's dead. Very nice. I will 100% take that since our dude's about to bleed out on the next turn. That was a costly fight for us. A very, very costly fight. Kojuro Shima took a lot of damage from that initial bleed. I really do feel like we're going to need to pick up somebody to help out with that. And he's one of my good guys, too. Oof. These earthquakes are just toxic, man. They are just burying this run. But yeah, this is The Wind and the Wilting Blossom. I hope you guys liked it. I like this game a ton, actually. Everything from the aesthetic to the music to kind of the tactical decisions and the simplicity of the combat is really what does it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed your stay. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block was The Wind and the Wilting Blossom. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and that's all I got for you. Bye-bye.